Hello and welcome all lovers of indie games, hope all is good with you today. We have a cracking game review for you with Gripper, a story driven action game where you ride around on your motorbike through obstacle cylinders and boss filled death pits. It's time we talk about the story, gameplay and what I thought about Gripper. These will be segmented below so you can jump to the parts that you want to see. So now, sit back, relax, and let's enjoy this ride together. Gripper starts with showing us messages from our mum and dad after the main character, Non, has ran away from home. As each message passes, the situation seems to be worse and worse until the final message comes, which says, "Never come home again," kind of puts us into a bit of a bleak spot. Non decides to finally come back home after years away to see that his home planet has been completely changed, and races over to the lab to see where his parents are, only to be faced by Mr. Floaty McHead and his friend Mr. Floaty McHand, and together they McFloaty you out of the lab and kill you. The end. I mean, there you go, that's all you wanted, right? A pretty quick story? Quite wrong. Your old friend and cute cuddly cat plushie brings you back to life, so you're pretty much more now robot than you was human. To bring you back from the dead, you had to get an artificial heart installed. That means your heart is now connected to the motorbike, because the only way for you to get more energy to keep going is by riding that bike. And you're now tasked with taking down the 4 guardians before heading out to end all of this and try and save your parents. Each guardian is a different emotion, something that your parents tried to put into an AI, but the AI rejected it, in the same way that you possibly did by rejecting your parents for all these years. Pretty deep. You find out more as the story goes on about why the AI was created that is trying to take over the planet, and also what happened to your parents after you left. Story wise, it had me hooked. I'm a big sucker for revenge stories, or games where you get beat up at the start and come back ultra powerful at the end to show them who's the real boss. Gameplay is split into 2 different sections. You have the boss fights at the end of each level, and the motorbike Cylinder of Doom where you need to dodge lasers, spikes and blades to get to the end of the path. The boss fights are awesome, and all of them centre around the main weapon that you're armed with, a grapper, a hook that fires out the front of the motorbike, and once connected you end up driving the other way to pull out parts to damage your boss. In my opinion, it makes for the fights to be extra scary, as it means that you need to get close enough to grab them, but if you're that close to them, then, they might be able to grab you as well. I'd define the game genre as a boss rush game, similar to games like Shadow of the Colossus, as you don't have levels where you need to go and collect something or kill so many mobs to fight the boss. The moment you get to the arena, it's between you and the big bad. Well, maybe some mobs around you that you can throw at the boss, but it's just you and the big bad. Let's talk about the Cylinder of Doom that I've pitched it as. These sections have you go from point A to point B while dodging a whole manner of traps and dangerous weapons being shot at you. You have a health bar at the top left, and if you hit something, don't worry, you won't have to restart straight away, it'll just take 1 health off you no matter what you hit. Each level, the game adds a different element that you might need to dodge. After you kill a boss, you'll get given an upgrade. This could be a shield, a jump button, or a slide. So when you get back to the Cylinder of Doom levels, there'll be a new quick time event that you have to watch out for. These will be a big door in front of you that you'll have to shoot down using your grappling hook, or it could be that a shield's just been put up and you need to put your shield up to counteract it. I think it's just really cool that the game gives you these upgrades as part of killing bosses and not something where you need to find them or unlock them to use them. They're just given to you as part of the game. I'm a really big fan of that. These sections felt very smooth, the motorbike movement is clean, and the quick time events, you could see things coming beforehand, so it didn't take you by surprise. I died a few times on these sections, but each time it happened, I just felt like I got better and better and learnt what the ideal path was. Gripper has gripped me. The story, the gameplay, they just go hand in hand and makes me want to buy a motorbike and attach a grappling gun to it. If you really enjoy boss rush games that take a while to learn a moveset, then this is straight down your street. Some of the bosses can be quite tough, but once you've learnt how they all move, you'll get there in the end. Many thanks to anyone who stayed until the end. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye!